أشرقت نفسي بنور من فؤادي حينما رددت يا رب العباد.
In this video, I'm going to be explaining short vowels in the Arabic language. Unlike English, we have 5 vowels: A, E, I, O, U. In Arabic, we only have 3, and they are what is known as fatha, dhamma, and kasra. So let's first of all just understand how they're written. So in front of us we have the letter fa, and when we add vowels in Arabic, it's different to English. We don't add them after the letter. We add it on top of the letter. So fatha will be written as follows. It's written with a line on top, like that. Al-dhamma will be as follows. It's like a small wow. And we have the kasra, which is like a fatha but on the bottom. So let's assume that this is the line where we write. The fatha would be on top of the letter, dhamma would be on top as well, and kasra would be on the bottom. So fatha, dhamma, kasra. So that's just the terminology, and inshallah we'll find out how they're actually pronounced. So we have the first harakat, which is fatha. Now, for example, when we say the word cat, notice the a sound. It's a sound. Cat. That's the same sound of a fatha. Now we have here, I've transliterated cat into Arabic, so we have the kaf here, so it makes the same sound, the k sound, and then we have the ta, which is equivalent to the t in English. So this says cat. So notice the vowel is on top, not after it, as in cat. And obviously in English we write from left to right, while in Arabic we write from right to left. So in English, when we read a word, we read it this way. In Arabic, it's actually upwards, like that. So we read the first letter and what harakat it has first, the second letter, what harakat it has, and so on. Now, similarly, back, the word back, so it's the same sound, back. Now, just one thing to note is when we say this sound, the sound, you'll notice your mouth is open, wide. Now let's just practice. We have here a word in Arabic. So to pronounce this, we have 3 letters here. We have the jim, which has the j sound. Like, for example, the word jeep, or jog, or Jupiter. So j, it's a j sound, and there's a fatha there. So this will be pronounced as ja. Then we have the lam here. That's equivalent to the letter L in English. Like the word look. To pronounce the lam with the fatha, it's la. So ja, la. And then finally we have the sin. That's equivalent to the S sound in English. So this will be sa. So ja, la, sa. Jalasa. So jalasa means he sat. And notice we don't elongate. There's no elongation of the sound. So we don't say like in, for example, when we say the word car. It's car, it's not kar. So this will be one syllable. That's another syllable. and that's another syllable. So there's 3 syllables: ja, la, sa. Now here, when we say car, there's an elongation. That's written differently, and we'll explain that later on, inshallah. Just to note, it's a quick sound. So just ja, la, sa, jalasa. Not jalasa or jalasa. No, jalasa. There's no elongation. Okay, we've reached the dhamma now. So it's a small letter vowel. What letter does a dhamma make? It's like the word book. Although there's 2 letters, both of the there's 2 O's. Although there's 2 letters here, it's pronounced like a dhamma. Unlike, for example, the word choose. So when we say choose, there's an elongation there. We say choose, choose. We don't say choose. It's not choose. It's not choose. It's choose. So although in English they can actually sound differently, even though they're written the same way, they sound differently. In Arabic we don't have this. So the way it's written is the way it's pronounced. To transliterate this in Arabic would be the following. Here. So this is the ba, and we have the dhamma. And you'll see it's going like this. That's just the way it's written. It doesn't really matter if it's like that or like this. It's the same thing. So just 1 point note there. That's just the script. That's the way the script is. So that's a ba with a dhamma. Notice when I say dhamma, it's very important. Some people actually they don't say it with a dad. They say it with a dal. So they say dhamma. It's not dhamma. It's dhamma. Maybe non-Arabs will find this hard to pronounce, but that's, inshallah, as you progress in your Arabic studies and when you actually learn the rules of pronunciation, you will improve on that, inshallah. We have here the ba with a dhamma, followed by the kaf, which has the K sound. So here it's pronounced as book. This letter alone with the dhamma would be bu, bu. So book. Similarly, we have the word in English put. It's put. So there's a u sound. That represents the sound that a dhamma makes. Put. Now I didn't transliterate that put because actually there's no P sound in classical Arabic. Those in Iraq, for example, they actually use the P sound, but actually it's not in the original in classical Arabic. So usually when you pronounce something with a P, it's represented by the ba, usually. Now let's just practice this. We have a word composed of 3 letters. Both the first 2 letters are actually with a dhamma. There's a sin. So we have, if we break this up, there's a sin with a dhamma. Then there's a ba with a dhamma, and then there's the lam. So to pronounce this has a S sound. So su, bu, and this is the lam, like the letter L. So subul, subul. Now I'm not pronouncing deliberately. I'm deliberately not pronouncing the last haraka on this letter, because when we start going to Arabic grammar, we'll find out that this actually changes. It's the same word. It will be the same word, but the last letter, the haraka or the vowel on the last letter will change depending on the word's function in the sentence. Subul means paths. And that's the plural of the word sabil. Sabil is a path, and this is the plural, paths. Let's get to the kasra. The kasra, as we showed you, is a line at the bottom of the letter, and the sound it has is like the word sit. So it's like the I in the word sit. So it's a E sound. E. So for example, if I transliterate that into Arabic, it's like that. So you have the sin with the kasra, si, and that's the ta. So sit. Sit. So for example, we have the following word. It's ma, that's a fatha, so ma, and then the lam, li, and then the kaf, ki. So maliki. Maliki. Malik means king. So let me just write this. A king. So let's practice all these together. So the fatha, the dhamma, and the kasra all together. We have a word. Let's practice this word and try to pronounce it. So we have here the kaf with a dhamma. So that would be ku. Then we have the ta with a kasra. This will be ti. And then the ba with a fatha would be ba. So ku, ti, ba. Kutiba. Now, kutiba means it was written or it was prescribed. So that's just a brief explanation of the short vowels, and inshallah in the next lesson we'll be talking about the long vowels.
أشرقت نفسي بنور من فؤادي حينما رددت يا رب العباد